is like not really my normal type of video, but you know, I'm bored, so I thought I'd do this because why not? So if you're in the BFDI fandom, you may be aware of those really stupid looking BFDI ripoff plushes, such as, you know, the very infamous Fanny one, or at least infamous to me, because she looks like this. And what you may not be aware of is the fact that there is many of these plushes of almost every character, even characters that should not have plushes for some reason. So, so today we are gonna look at the very real and very unofficial BFDI plush website because this is what boredom does to us, and we're gonna make fun of them and I don't know, put them on a tier list. We'll rank how bad they are. Okay. I don't know if I'll go through that last part. I'm probably too lazy to put together a tier list. That's an editing nightmare. Here we are. BFDI plushies.com. Now let's 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 go in order. The first thing I see here is 8-Ball. You know, hit character 8-Ball from DFB. I can say I am quite a fan. I really like when he says that he's playing in the flowers. That was my favorite part of BFB. Um, I don't know why the 8 is like not centered at all. Most of these are like based off their BFB slash teapot like PNG render things. Like when you look up the character, like the transparent PNG like you first see, that's what most of these are based off. So the reasoning for the 8 being off centered is because the PNG they use likely, you know, his face looks more centered, I guess, and his 8 looks more to the side because of the angle he's probably at. But it just, I don't know. Something went horribly wrong here. They didn't use their brains. Anyways, moving on to hit character alarm clock from BFDI. Ah, yes. Not clock. Alarm clock. Because that is his name. Though the plush itself doesn't look that bad, my main complaint, I guess, would be that his face is too big. But yeah, once again, based off the BFB render thing, the teapot render, I think this is the image in the teapot intro. I think. Might be wrong, but I think it is. His legs are like off centered, I think, also. Like I don't like that's like on the side of him rather than in the middle. Yeah. What even needs to be said? Look at her. this this just doesn't look right. And I think it's unfortunately just because like Belle does not have a very good looking image to use for reference because her eyes are closed in like both of them, I think. She looks she doesn't she's seen better days. Yeah, this plush looks really bad. Oh boy. Let's talk about the ripoff black hole plush. It's beautiful. And it also proves why J&J will never make a black hole plush because it'll look like this. Minus the legs, but you get the point. You can't. Black hole is not really a character you could turn into a plush. They straight up just put the image on like a curved shape that looks like an eye, and he looks like an eye with he looks like an eye with legs. This this is not black hole. This is an eye with legs. Also, these prices, they're all the same. Okay, interesting. I was gonna, I wasn't sure if they were or not. Oh my gosh. I don't, I'm unsure of the leg situation here. Wait, when you click on these, do they let you see different angles? No, it just shows you the next plush in the lineup. Okay. It could be worse, I guess. I'm not not a fan of whatever's going on over there. His face looks odd and yeah, this is really high quality, man. Oh my. Once again, I guess it could be worse. She looks kind of misshapen. This happens a lot with rip-off plushies that are like box shaped. If you're familiar with the Dandy's World rip-off plushies, if you see like the Goob or the V or the Boxton, they're all their heads are very deformed because they're box shaped. And with cheap rip-off plushes, they tend to not be able to do box shapes very well, which is why Book doesn't look that great. But and also her face is really big. It just doesn't look right. Her face is really big. I don't think bottled works as a plushie here. It just doesn't. I'm sure Jack and Yellowfly themselves could do like a decent job because they'd like make her shaped properly and not deformed like this, and like they'd probably make her a nicer looking color for her and give her like highlights so she's like supposed to be translucent, I guess. Like the bubble plush. I guess the face isn't that bad in this case scenario. Could be worse. The braceleting actually isn't that bad. It's just, low quality ripoff plush. It's not anything crazy though. Once again, the faces are really big. I never really thought about it that much, but yeah, they are. The lie looks really off to the other plush, and the weird thing about the lie plush, she like has a BFB face. The others don't. They have like okay, like early BFB face. You know what I mean? It just she seems really out of place to the others. But besides the face, it's honestly not the worst thing ever. But also, why does it say button? I just noticed that. Ah, yes. My favorite BFDI character. Button. I think there probably is a button character. There's probably a niche button character I'm not thinking about right now. But, you know, still, point still stands. Ah, yes. Chips. Now, my good old friend Amy would call him Chips because she is British. But I on the other hand, do not see this as Chips because I am an American. And BFDI is an American show. And this is fries from BFDI, guys. That's not chips. That's it. It's just a funny name. I wonder I wonder what puffball is called on this website. I remember I once saw an Amazon listing and Deedle was listed as noodles and it was really funny to me. But yeah, we're all familiar with the iconic dust fungus, but have you heard of um dust ball? I swear it was something like that. I actually don't remember, but I saw like another like Amazon listing that wasn't like it wasn't for the puffball plush that wasn't dust fungus. It was like something else and it was funny. Do I really want to talk about the cloudy plush? He's misshapen, you know? He's bad. Yeah, same here, misshapen, bad. Oh my god. It is dust fungus. That's amazing. Dora, she exists. Eggie. Eggie is not as terrible as she could be. She's just very misshapen because of the PNG they were using for reference is angled and it doesn't look right. But you know, it could be worse. It could be this. The iconic ripoff Fanny plush. It doesn't even have the fan blades. She doesn't have the fan blades on her. Now I know these ripoff plushes tend to miss pretty significant details like this, but it's pretty funny. Also, it's kind of sad that they've started to replace some of the ripoff plushies that now have blushes with the like ripoffs of the official ones. It's sad because this Fanny plush is so iconic, man. This thing is so ugly. Ice Cube is one of the ones that actually looks pretty decent. I think her face is just a bit off-centered, if I'm looking at this correctly. But yeah, she's like one of the more like less bad-looking ones. Who does bro think he is? Now, to my knowledge, uh, this was a character in the BFDI 5B game that I never played, though I probably should at some point because I don't know, it seems interesting. Because you know I love BFDI so much. Yeah, I hope they make another BFDI game that's more uh accessible. I guess more my style. Fighting is actually another one that's like not that bad. It's okay. It's just I don't know. The face is also is kind of big, but you know he's pretty. He's not that bad. Cause you know like he has like the coloring correctly at least, and he's not as misshapen as he could be. Marker's apparently out of stock, but can we talk about that forehead? Do you see? Do, oh wait, it just looked really big because of the out of stock. Okay, sorry, I was looking at it wrong. But you know, I guess it's not that bad, but you know, you compare it to the official plush and like, come on. He's he's miscolored, he's misshapen, his face is ugly, he's stupid, we should kill him, I hope he gets eliminated. Free is so much better than him. He mocks him any day. Free comeback. Sorry, I'm joking, I'm joking. I voted to save Marker. I'm really sorry, guys. Well, okay, I voted to save him in Teapot 21. To clarify, in Teapot 19, I did vote to save Tree. Because of course I did, because Tree is amazing. He's the only good character in the entirety of BFTI. Oh my god, I can't let my brain rot affect every single video. I can't just like in a random video, like someone's gonna see it and not know me like at all, and then they're gonna be like, why is Bro just bringing up Tree so nonchalantly? Tree is my favorite character. If you didn't know it, I just yeah, I like to bring it up, joke a little about him. Haha. I don't actually feel any malice towards Barker or anything. I miss Tree. I do wish he stayed. As much of a hot take as that is, you have to understand to understand. Tune or Tune. I don't know her. I only know musical notes. Okay, so my friend Tapey actually has this plush, and yeah, it's actually pretty cute, honestly. One of the better ripoff plushes, but it's such a weird character to make a ripoff plush of. Feels like one of a recommended character. Well, I mean, also I think Toon was in the 5B game as well. They made characters from the 5B game. It was kind of weird, strange choice. They haven't made like any of the speaker boxes at all. At least I think. But they made characters from a 5B game, which is weird. I don't even think they made winner or price tag. They didn't make winner or price tag, bro. And also, yeah, they haven't. Surprisingly, as far as I'm aware, the BFDI bootleggers have not gotten to BFDIE yet. Oh, yippee. Okay, this is a kind of a bad angle, but the Naily plush is pretty cute. I've seen a better angle of it before. But yeah, this one is actually really good. I really like this one. Oh god. Yeah, the hole isn't even a hole. She's from the side angle. So she looks wrong. They do this with a lot of characters who their PNG is from side angle, so they just end up having one eye and it looks bad. Oh god. I don't want to get into this. I don't it's bad. I don't I don't want to get into these either. They're ugly. There shouldn't be a line. There shouldn't be lines on them. They should just be shaped in the correct way. And their faces are really ugly and they're very misshapen. I've never seen this one before. Oh my gosh. Okay, Taco's not that bad. I just her face looks off on her body, I guess, because she's more curved at the bottom. Also, her face just it's not meant for this angle. It's not meant for the front facing angle. Also, pancake? Pancake? Where did we get pancake from? We look at this and we're like, pancake. Yes. Oh, yes. Of course. Pencil, BFDI. Well, once again, they're misshapen. They're all misshapen. Okay, I think the pie one is pretty good. I think they misinterpreted the blue her like blueberries as like eyebrows for some reason. That's why they look like that, I think, and there's not like another set on the back. Why does purple face even have a plush? And why does it look like this? I've never seen a yellow face plush. Do they do they even have one? I didn't know they had a body until now. It's ugly. Remote actually looks pretty good, but why is she called remote control? But yeah, once again, remote looks pretty good. She's actually pretty cute. I think her eye is a little messed up over there, but that's just probably a printing error. She looks pretty good though. Oh god. Ruby is rough. I don't think she's shaped how she should be at all. She looks like she's pretty flat. And her face is too big again. And Saw, that's not how Saw should be shaped. It's not like rouge on the edges. It's she's an entire thing that shouldn't be split off like that. Snowball, yeah, he's deformed. He looks bad. It's bad. Spongy actually isn't that terrible. I just know it's really small, probably. So that probably makes it look really weird to compared to the other plushes. Oh, Steepy! Steepy looks pretty good actually. I probably have seen this before, but it looks pretty good. I'm surprised they actually have the face where it should be, instead of like being weird off angle. I'm surprised the plush is actually like built how it should be. The tree plush. I actually have this one. I have the fanny plush too, but three, tree. He looks cute. He's cute. He's ugly and stupid. But it's the best we're gonna get from a rip-off tree plush, man. Because, like, I mean, he has such an interesting shape to him that, like, this is probably the best we're ever gonna get. And, of course, Jack and Yellowfly is never gonna make a plush of him. And that sentiment is hopefully not gonna age well. But if it does age well, I will be really sad. Ah, yes, iconic character Waffle from BFDI in X BFDI. I could have sworn there was like a TV and a lollipop and like all these other characters. Am I missing something? Oh, yes, I was missing something. Okay, here's Teardrop with the really big mouth. Really scary. The flower one I've seen before, I think is actually really good, but I think that's because it's like a ripoff of a thing from Etsy, I think. Or it might just be like that. So is the cake plush. It's really cute. I think this one is pretty good. Though the sides are kind of. I don't think they should be tan like that, but you know, it looks pretty good. Evil Leafy looks very deformed. Evil Leafy 5? Oh, right, that's the inch. Never mind. What am I saying? Oh my god. Have we just gotten to the really terrible and ugly looking ones? Fiery is just orange, and once again, Fiery Dog. We all know iconic dog Fiery plush. We all know how it looks. Leafy is too green. She's supposed to be a lighter green, actually. We can't even color the characters right. Okay. Why does Razor look like this? It just looks bad. And Coiny looks too big. His face looks too big. Everything is too big. Oh, hi, Blocky. Finally, we found him. Yeah, he's a cube shaped, so obviously he's deformed. His face looks bad. Yeah, it's just the same complaints over and over again. They're deformed. Their faces look bad. They're terrible. There's a really ugly Grassy. Oh, Gelatin. Oh gosh, he looks squished. He looks like someone stomped on him. Okay, there's well, what is this leg situation? Why is she doing the splits? And why is she thinking so much? She is so intrigued. And the loser, what can I say? Even just look at him. He's beautiful. And there's Match. She's deformed, just like her best friend Pencil. They're all very ugly. Yeah, there's Pen. Once again, another example of the weird side angles on the PNGs coming together to make a very ugly looking plush. And there is another example. The Pin. I was waiting for her because she's even more atrocious because she's like a wider shape. And you know it's Pin. There's less like PNGs of her that are just like her from the side angle. Oh, I didn't even know they had a Rocky. He actually does not look that bad. Pretty cute. Pretty cute. Stupid Woody. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. I hope it was funny. I hope you had a fun time listening to me yap about BFDI plushes being really ugly. Well, the ripoff plushies. I could talk about the official ones another time maybe because I like plushies. They're very cool. Yeah, that is me talking about the ripoff plushies. Yeah, I hope you have a bitter day, a fame-free-full day. I hope, um, also when I say have a bitter day, I mean that good in a good way, because I'm bitter. Hi, I'm bitter. Did I say that at the beginning of the video? Hi. Hey everyone, I'm bitter. Welcome to a video where we look at BFDI plush. Wow guys, this was such a video, and well guys, this is such a good video. This is the high quality bitter content everyone wants.